Hey, what's up? It's your boy Rawk. We all have those moments in gaming that only come around every so often. You feel like you really have to cherish them because once they're gone, they're gone. I'm of course talking about moments like this. I'm sick of this fucking bullshit! I've missed those moments. Games nowadays just don't make me miserable enough anymore. Like, why would I bother playing through Yoshi's Crafted World if I'm not gonna get fucking castrated by World 3? Games are trying to appeal to a wider audience now, I get it, but sometimes I just want to fucking hate everything. And I always have a friend here to help me with that.
Modern gamers have things so easy. Oh, boo-hoo, it took you a few tries to beat a boss in Dark Souls. Big whoop. My granddad had to walk through 4 feet of snow and amputate his leg just to beat the original Mega Man.
And I guarantee you his cock is bigger than yours.
There's a big difference between the modern perception of difficult games and the old school perception of difficult games. Nowadays, if something takes more than one try, people will immediately take to the internet to scream about how unfair the game is. But then back in the day, if you still had all of your fingers after beating an NES game, then it probably wasn't that hard. Over time, games have gotten a lot easier. Pikmin 1 was pretty tough, meanwhile Pikmin 3 is a cakewalk. Paper Mario on the N64 had some tricky sequences, and Paper Mario Sticker Star is really difficult to stomach. So in a world where most games, especially Nintendo games, are continuously getting easier, I think it's safe to say Metroid Dread threw us for a loop. This game does not hold back at all. It can be absolutely brutal, and it doesn't show you any mercy. You want to beat this boss? Keep practicing until you're good enough to do it then, bitch. I'm not gonna pity you. So that got me thinking, if the newest entry in the 2D Metroid series is this difficult, then what happens if we go all the way back to the original game? Fuck.
Who knew this game included humiliation at no extra cost?
Metroid was released on the Famicom Disk System on the 6th of August 1986, the NES on August 15th, 1987 in the US, and January 15th, 1998 here in the UK. This is an action-adventure game, and while it wasn't the first of its type, this game started a revolution in this genre. In fact, with the help of its Konami-born cousin Castlevania, this game actually ended up creating a whole new genre, the Metroidvania. This is generally considered to be one of the best games in the NES's first-party library, standing right up there with Mario, Zelda, Kid Icarus, and Donkey Kong 3. And right from the opening moments of the game, it's easy to see why. Metroid sees the bounty hunter Samus Aran being sent to the planet Zebus, or as the game calls it, Zebeth.
It's okay, you can have a lisp and still be a badass. Just look at Sylvester the cat.
Her mission on this planet is to defeat the Mother Brain, a creature that controls the fortress of this series' main antagonistic force, the Space Pirates. They've seized a batch of Metroid, parasitic life forms that are now running rampant on planet Zebus. The story of this game introduces the core premise that the entire series hinges on, that being the feeling of isolation instilled in the player. Now, I need everybody to be respectful when I say this, because it's a pretty out there thing for me to say, and I don't want to feel judged. But as Nintendo's first home console, the NES is not a very powerful piece of hardware.
Don't shoot the messenger, shoot his cat instead.
The NES was not capable of much, both in terms of visuals and sound, but Metroid really feels like it makes the most out of what this system can do. Sure, the background is completely black, but considering we're on the surface of a bizarro planet, that seems fitting enough, and the rest of the texture work is really impressive for the NES. The sound design, on the other hand, is where this game's presentation shines the brightest. It may just be a bunch of bleeps and bloops being pumped out of this glorified cinder block, but the arrangements and sound effects here are damn good, and help sell that feeling of isolation. So, in order to defeat the Mother Brain, we have to explore the planet to find upgrades to Samus's abilities, which will allow you to access new sections of areas you've previously gotten to. Which is a fantastic concept, just not for this game. There are several reasons why the original Metroid isn't a super great experience to play through. Number 1, I know I complimented the graphics, but for the love of Christ, guys, you could have at least done something to make each area seem more distinct. Damn near every room in this game looks the damn same. It's impossible to tell where you even are half the time. Oh, this orange vertical corridor does so much to stand out from this one. What do you mean you can't tell the difference? There's an extra platform in this one. And this is made so much worse by the fact that this game doesn't have any sort of map system. How the fuck am I supposed to know what to do in this game if I don't have any way of knowing where I even am? What, do you want me to just run around aimlessly until I stumble across something useful? You want to know what happens if I do that? I get my ass kicked! This game is relentless. It will fuck you up with a smile on its face, and I don't appreciate that. But you want to know when this is at its worst? The final boss. Spoiler alert. It's not exactly a walk in the park. The other boss fights in the game aren't much better, and that's not helped by the fact that the NES goes into cardiac arrest when you play this game. Stop choking on Ridley for a second so I can kick the shit out of him! But that's all okay, because after we kill the Mother Brain, we have to escape the planet by climbing these dinky ass platforms. And if we keep f***ing it up, we get obliterated, and we don't want that to happen! And then when we do escape, the game's over. Go home and go f*** yourself, jackass. Oh, but the faster we beat the game, the less clothing Samus wears in the ending. And if we beat it fast enough, we get to see an 8-bit bikini. I never thought pixels would make me so horny.
Yeah, sex, whatever. Who the f*** only wears a bikini under a mech suit?
So, with all of the complaints I have with this game, it's safe to assume that I hate it, right? No, I fucking love it, and that's part of the problem! I am in an abusive relationship with this game. It beats me to a pulp and pisses in my wounds, and yet something about it just prevents me from hating it. I love this game, and I can't explain why! The gameplay is... it's fine, I guess. The soundtrack's pretty good, and the upgrades are fun, but is that worth putting up with the misery that this game puts me through? Yes!
As archaic and aggravating as this game can be, it just gives me a cozy feeling. Whenever I'm playing this game, I always know one thing for certain. F*** this! I'm home.